Hello everyone, welcome to my Thursday at 3 Facebook Live tutorial. I hope that a few of you will be able to jump on today and join me. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to tilt the camera like that. Okay, you can see that. And this is a project that we're making today. It's a post-it note holder, and it's got the cute little pin over here, and I'm making these for craft shows that are coming up. It's craft show season for me. It has started, so I make a ton of 3D projects, treat holders, notebooks, just all kinds of stuff. And so I am knee deep into Halloween at the moment, and I just wanted to share, although this is not a Halloween project, I just wanted to show you some of these little holders that I have, and like I said, I just wanted to share those with you. So I'm gonna wait just a couple of moments and let's see if anybody's gonna join me. Hello, Terry Lynn, how are you? I put Happy Mail in the mail for you yesterday, so be on the lookout for that. And if you want to be eligible to win my prize that I give away this week, all you have to do is watch the video live. Obviously, you have to be watching it live for the live video for the prize. But you can comment and share on the video, and that'll give you an entry into the drawing. And I will show you, let me see. Hang on one second. I'm sorry, you know me and multitasking. Sharing this on my personal page. Okay, now let me go back to my business page, and there we go. Okay, here we are. Let's see. So, hey Lisa, good to see you. I'm so glad you were able to join me today. Last week I said I was giving away this pack of Baker's Twine. It's Old Olive, and my winner this week is Ada Kay. Ada Kay is a dear friend of mine. She also happens to be on my team of stampers, and so I will see her very soon and get that to her. Now for this week, I'm giving away an assortment of our doilies. There's silver and gold metallic doilies in 2 different sizes, plus some of our pretty paper lace doilies. So if you comment and share the live video, your name will go into the drawing and you might win this. I will send that to you in the mail. Okay, so like I said, there's a project we're making today. Let me take these away for just a second. I've got just a couple of not really announcements, but a couple of things that are ending very soon, as in, yeah, tomorrow, because tomorrow is the last day of August. So we have our Color Your Season promo that has been available the whole month of August, and this ends tomorrow, and it's going to go away. It's not in any catalog, and it won't be. This was just a special promo that for August, and the Color Your Seasons bundle includes the Blended Season stamp set, and the what are they called? Sorry, Stitch Season framelits. So here's the stamp set, and then with the framelits, and then as a separate purchase, you can always also get 10 new colors of our watercolor pencils, and that's just for $12.50. The bundle up here, if you want clear mount, it's a red rubber stamp, so you can get clear mount for $39, or you can get the wood mount for $53. And I'm sorry, that is not the bundle price. Excuse me. Wow, I really messed that one up. Where is the bundle? I'm so sorry. Okay, the bundle that includes the stamp set and the framelits is $64.75 in clear mount, and wood mount is $77.25. The stamp set is very pretty, and I enjoy playing with it. I can live without it, but the framelits, on the other hand, yeah, I will hang on to those. They're amazing, and we don't have anything like them in any of our current catalogs. And speaking of catalogs, if you have not received your holiday catalog in the mail from me, send me a message with your address, and I will check that. I paid Stampin' Up! To send those out for me, so You know, sometimes they get lost in the mail, you know, messed up on typing an address, whatever. If you want one, just let me know. Just message me your address and I'll get you one. Okay, next up is my Varied Vases online class to go. Deadline to register for this class is today. It's tonight by 10 p.m. You need to register. The cost is $48, and it comes with these 4 projects. And let me just grab the stamp set. So the projects are based around the Varied Vases stamp set. This is a beautiful photopolymer set. Mine is very well loved. It's been one of my favorites. And it also coordinates with the Vase Builder Punch. So you're going to get the stamp set and the punch, and the supplies to make these 3 cards, and this little 3D holder. This is a hand sanitizer holder, so this just picks up like that. And well, I have a Christmas one in there now, but anyway, those are that's what it's designed around. So it does coordinate with one of the cards, so that if you wanted to give this away as a little gift set, you've got a coordinating card here. And of course, all the cards will come with an envelope, and it'll have everything cut, scored, and let me see, embossed. Everything that you need to do, except for what you will do with your brand new punch. So here, you'll stamp this and then you'll punch it out. And then of course the rest of this is just some stamping. Again, that's stamp and punch. And the class also includes a video tutorial for how to put all the projects together, along with a written instructions and a PDF. So this class to go, it's $48, and you get everything that you see right here, except for the hand sanitizer. And if you are not local and want to take this class, you just need to add $7 for shipping. And so if you're interested, you just need to email me, darlenespot@gmail.com, and I will send you the link to register. Okay, so let's put this one away. Let me see, I have my bingo event tomorrow night, my very first bingo, and I'm really excited about it. However, I have 1 spot left. I had somebody who had to back out last minute with, you know, it couldn't be helped. She had an emergency. But I have a ticket available. It's $25. It's tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8:30. We're gonna play 5 to 6 rounds of bingo, and there will be all kinds of Stampin' Up! Goodies and prizes. Plus, we will make 3 projects. Again, if you want to register for that, you just need to, you can just message me on Facebook for that, and I can send you the link. Or you can email me. Either way, whichever way is easier. Okay, let me see. I think that takes care of all of that type of stuff. So let's get started. Let me run through the supplies really quickly. We're going to be using the Rooted in Nature stamp set. This also happens to be what we're playing with tomorrow night at bingo. There's a second case of stamps that goes with this, but I've just pulled out the one, you know, that I'm using right now. We're going to need the 1.5 inch and the 1 3/4 inch circle punches. I'm using soft suede and tranquil tide ink pads. I'm also going to be using some of our artisan pearls. So let's get those out. Get our pearls. And let's see, gotta have a Post-it note pad. I love these white ones, these thick white ones, and you can find these at Office Depot. And the bigger of the package you buy, the least expensive or the less expensive that they are. And so I make a lot of these. I made 20 of these last year. It was the first time that I sold in my craft fair, and I sold out within just a matter of an hour or so. And so this year I'm going to be making 40. So it was nice to be able to get a little discount for buying these pads in bulk. And then I also have the little mini pin, and I get these at Dollar Tree. And you can, or what I do is I order them online and have them shipped to Dollar Tree, because I order a whole case of them. And I don't have to pay for shipping. And then I get the message when they've been dropped off at Dollar Tree, and I go and pick them up. It's just that simple. So that's where I get my pins. And I think that's it. We're going to run over the supplies really quickly. That was the product we're using. And I've got a Tranquil Tide base, which is cut at 3.5 by 7 3/8, and I'm going to score that for you on camera because there's a couple of score lines. Nothing tricky, nothing hard. This is very, very simple to put together. Terry says, feel like a kid when the mailman passes by. Yeah. Price on notepads, please. Oh, for the craft fair. So with a pin and everything, I charge. They're $2.50 each, and I've had really good luck in selling them. There's not a whole lot of supplies or out of pocket on my part, so $2.50 has worked for me, and so I think I'm going to stay that way. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? Okay, so like I said, we're going to score that together. Then I've got 2 pieces of the Nature's Poem Designer Series paper, and these are both cut at 3 1/4 by, let's see, 3 1/4 by 2 7/8, and you'll need 2. And you don't have to have 2. This one's optional for the inside, but I'll show you what I do, and then you could always you don't have to do the same thing. I have a scrap of Whisper White for my little sentiment, and I have already punched my 1 3/4 inch circle out of soft suede. Okay. So I'm going to bring up the Simply Scored scoring tool. I haven't done this on camera yet before, but I practiced earlier with getting it in frame and everything, and it worked out just fine. So we shall see. Okay. So this is, oh yeah, this is perfect. Okay, cool. So this is our Simply Scored scoring tool. And what you're gonna do is, this has a little bit of a, I'm gonna make this the inside of my notebook. So across the landscape side, the 7 3/8 inch side, you're gonna score it at 3 1/8. And all you do to score, this is the stylus that comes with it. It's got a larger end here and the smaller end here. I like to use the larger end. It's just personal preference. Sometimes I have a bit of a heavy hand, and that smaller end can actually cut through, especially if you're using DSP. I'm just in a habit of using the larger end. And all you do is, there's a little grooves up here where I've got these 3 little markers. These are our score lines. And all you do is put it there, and you're just gonna pull straight back. So 3 1/8, 3 1/2, and 3 7/8, and that's it. Nothing complicated. And the reason that we're having to do that is because we're adding the pen feature. If you weren't adding the pen, you wouldn't need to do this. Of course, if I wasn't adding the pen, I wouldn't be charging $2.50 either. So, all right. So now we just want to fold on all of those score lines that we make. I'm having a good day, Cheryl. Thanks for asking. You're getting ready to go on vacation, right? You're going to see your daughter and son-in-law for the holiday weekend. That will be nice. Who else has plans for big plans for the holiday weekend here? Let's see, we got Labor Day coming up on Monday. Okay, so all I've done is score. I've just folded on each one of those score lines, and I've used my bone folder to get a nice crease on there. And now what you want to do is we're going to fold it right in the middle, that second score line that's in the middle. We're going to fold that kind of in half, except the front, this piece is smaller. It's not as wide as this piece. So that means this is your front. That's how it's supposed to look. So here's where we're gonna add in the holder for the pen, and all you're gonna do is we're gonna cut up 2 lines right up to the score line. And I like to come down about 1 inch. Doesn't have to be exact. Come down about 1 inch, and I'm just gonna cut up to that first score line. And then I'm gonna go about 1/2 inch and do my other cut. Now, let's say if you had started down here and then gone 1/2 inch and done your other one, there'll be no place for the little clip on the pen to sit or to rest, and it'll fall out. And I can ask me how I know that, because let's see. Yeah, so this one, yeah, pin comes right out. I went too far down for my pin, because now that by the time the clip gets on that, it's too far down and now the pin's sticking out. So what you want to do is you want to come up, because this is not going anywhere now. So you're coming up, it's about 1 inch, and then I've left about 1/2 inch, just a little tab for the pin to clip onto, and it sits in there perfectly. Of course, for craft fairs, I have these all packaged up in cello bags with a ribbon, and they look really pretty. And You got me thinking about that, Terry Lynn. Now that I told you $250, I think, and I will go back and I will look. I think that I charge $3 a piece for these because I do package them up, very pretty and all that. But I will get back with you on that one. Sorry about that. Okay, so here is our designer series paper. We're going to go ahead and attach this first. I just find it easier to attach it before I, you know, put it all together. And this is just there's gonna be a nice little border all the way around. I really don't focus on this side of it. You just wanna make sure that, and that's crooked. You just wanna make sure that these three sides, if you have those lined up, you'll be fine. You know, lined up as in, you know, equal amount of border. Just hold it on there. Okay, and then we'll press it down. And now this is the piece that I was telling you that is optional. Where did it go? I go ahead and just bring the DSP onto the inside. I just think it helps to finish it out and complete the project, and it makes it look a little pretty and more finished. What do y'all think about that? But it's totally optional. You don't have to do that at all. That's just what I do. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the inside because this is one that I am taking to craft fair. And so it just goes right on the back of the panel where you put the first piece. And again, I'm lining up these three edges to look like they have about the same amount of border. There we go. Press that down really well. Okay, now we're going to add our tear and tape. You're gonna need a really strong adhesive for this. This is gonna be open and close and open and close, and that pin's gonna come in and out, and you really wanna make sure that it's not going to, you know, to tear. So what we're gonna do, with the DSP facing you this way, right in front of you, you're gonna put the tear and tape in that last little section, okay? But you want to avoid the pin area, so we're not putting it here. So let me show you what that looks like. So it's gonna start here because this is where that slit is. So I'm gonna start it there and run it all the way to the edge. And this is our tear and tape, and it's wonderful because you can just tear it. And then I like to turn it around and come this way. And so now my slit that we made for the pin is right there, so I'm coming up just right next to that, and I'm going to add another little piece, and that's it. Okay, so we're just going to, if you rub on this for just a minute, it helps to not only make sure the adhesive is adhered, but it helps to get those the paper backings off. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. And yeah, DSP on the inside, it really does make a difference. And I always keep one of everything is out on the table open, because the first thing people are going to ask is what's on the inside, or what kind of candy is in there, or I'll be able to have a chance to show them that the DSP is on here. So I always have one of each of everything open, you know, so that I can be able to show them, because who wants to buy something without being able to see what's on the inside? And I forgot one thing. Let's pull our tear and tape back out. And now I do make these in larger notepad size, and those I actually make refillable. Is that a word? When the notepad is empty, all you gotta do is slip another one in. Now these, however, because these are just meant to be disposable. Now, you don't have to throw it away when you're finished. When you get down to the last pad and this is all you have, just replace it with another sticky note pad. Just put some glue or some tape or something down there, and you could just keep adding them to it. Okay, so now we've got that here and here. Let's do our stamping real quick before we put our stuff together. I am using this stamp that says, "Be strong, be happy, be you." I love that. I think that's fun. Okay, and what I did do, and I forgot to bring over, so hang on 2 seconds, is I stamped off, because I didn't want it as dark as first generation, and then I tried it with crumb cake and it was just too light. I didn't care for it, so I chose to use the soft suede and stamp it off once, and there we go. And it's really, really pretty. I love it. Okay, now the bit we're using Tranquil Tide for, you're probably wondering, well, where does the Tranquil Tide ink go? I'm selling these at a craft fair, so to be compliant with Stampin' Up's Angel policy, when you're selling finished products that you have made, you have to put your copyright stamp on there, or the Stampin' Up copyright on there. So I just always keep this on a block, and I'm going to put it on the back at the bottom, just like that. And there we go. Now I'm in compliance, and I've done what I'm supposed to do as far as Stampin' Up is concerned. Okay. So we've got the 1.5 inch circle. Hey, Dana. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad you're here. Dana is just a couple of years, well, I don't want to say it like that. She was a couple of grades ahead of me. We grew up in church with their family. I believe she's my older sister's age. And the Thompsons had 3 girls, and the Boardmans had 3 girls, and we were all, each one of us was in about the same age. So anyway, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this assembled. So we're going to start with the actual holder, and if you start on the edge, this is our little pokey tool. It's meant for paper piercing, but I don't use it for that. If you'll start at the edge rather than at an end, you will have better luck getting this up. So all we're going to do is stick this underneath, and we're peeling up that paper backing, and that's going to expose our adhesive. Okay, so there we go. And what you want to do is you're going to take that last score line that is on the right of your tape, and you're going to fold your Post-it note over, and then because now this side is longer than the other side, I like to turn it over just to make sure that I'm straight and I don't have anything crooked. And then again, I'm going to take my bone folder. Okay, so now that's nice and stuck down. That's not going anywhere. And then you're going to just kind of push this back on that the other score line. I hope that made sense. So all we did was fold it, and this is where we glued it here. So then now we have this middle score line, and we had this score line. All I'm going to do is fold back on that one, and then this one will naturally come back this way. So it's kind of like an accordion fold. And then all you're going to do is right here is where our little pin cutout is. You're just going to take your finger, and we're just going to pop that out. And that becomes the pin holder. Okay? Pretty cool, right? And I tell you, it's really, really easy. Comes together really quickly. So now I'm just going to do the same thing again here. I'm going to release take off that paper backing and expose my adhesive here. And let's see. This is going to be, your border is going to be top and bottom, not really side to side. There's going to be a small border from side to side, but not much. There we go. And then, of course, I like to take it from the back. Give that a good press. Okay? And then, let's see, we've got, where did it go? There we go. Okay, so let's get our sentiment on there. Now, this is going to, it's meant to be pulled in and out of, it's going to be pulled in and out of someone's, goodness, what is happening here? Their handbag. So I'm going to put a little bit of extra adhesive because I certainly don't want this piece falling off. And then on the back, we're going to use some dimensionals, and I'm going to use more than I probably typically would on a card, simply because this is going to be pulled in and out of somebody's purse or their handbag, and if it catches, I don't want it to come off. So this will give me a little more security that that's not what's going to happen. So let's see here. I'm going to take the paper backings, off of here. And this is going to go right down here in the bottom right-hand corner is where I like it. Of course, you can do any sentiment. You can do any embellishments that you want. Again, I'm just trying to keep my costs down to minimum so that I can put these at, a fair price. Because the whole point is I want to sell them, right? Okay, now I'm gonna bring in the Artisan Pearls. These already have adhesive on the back. We're missing let me see. I think it's there's a darker pink color that's missing. I've already used all of those. But I'm gonna use one of the, you know what? Let's do one of these little green ones. And I'm just gonna kind of stick that right down there in the corner, just to give it a little something. Okay? And then all we have to do is I'm gonna bring in my little pin. It's gonna slide right down in there, and then the clippy part goes on that little 1/2-inch piece that we cut. And there we go. And that's it. That is one of the Post-it note holders that I make and sell at my craft fairs. So I'd love to know what you think. And for those of you that have commented already and that are, I sure appreciate it, you being here. And if you would share my video, that would mean the world to me. I gotta trying to get the word out that I do these every Thursday at 3 o'clock. And I enjoy them so much. I love stamping with you guys on Thursdays. I look forward to it each week. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Dana. I appreciate that. Enjoy your long holiday weekend, and I hope you get to relax a little bit and be around family and those that you love. And I will be back again next Thursday at 3, and I'll see you then. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.